Welcome to a deep dive into the AI world. We're going past the headlines today, looking at the most fascinating AI news from March 4th, 2025, a mix of articles and community discussions, a lot to unpack, from GPT 4.5's feats to those tiny but mighty AI models. Get ready for some aha moments.
It's a really dynamic landscape, developments happening at lightning speed. Let's see what sparks your curiosity.
First, Anthropic, making waves with a huge $3.5 billion funding round. Series E funding, pushing their valuation to an astounding $61.5 billion. What are your thoughts on this? Justified? Or are we seeing an AI bubble about to burst?
It is a bold move. The scale of the investment is raising eyebrows. Anthropic plans to use the funds for further AI development and international expansion. Some are cautious, viewing it as unsustainable. Others believe it shows the enormous potential of the field. It's like the early days of the internet. Lots of excitement, skepticism, and uncertainty.
That's a great analogy. Speaking of potential, let's look at Perplexity AI. They've partnered with Deutsche Telekom to integrate their Perplexity Assistant into a brand new AI phone.
This partnership signals a shift towards AI being embedded in our everyday devices. It's not about AI apps anymore. It's about AI shaping how we interact with technology, like Microsoft integrating its Copilot AI assistant into its Edge browser.
So AI in our pockets and our browsers. What's next? AI in our coffee machines.
Perhaps. The key takeaway is AI is becoming ubiquitous. That has implications for all of us.
Now on to the topic everyone's talking about, GPT 4.5. Dominating the arena leaderboard, claiming the top spot in categories like multi-turn, hard prompts, coding, and more. Is the hype justified?
GPT 4.5's benchmarks are impressive, but there's skepticism regarding its real-world use. Some experts suggest it might be overfit to the benchmarks, excelling in problem-solving, potentially struggling with generalized intelligence.
Benchmarks don't always tell the whole story. What I found interesting is GPT 4.5 did this without relying heavily on computation during testing.
That detail has sparked debate. Some believe it means the pre-training phase, where models are fed data, might be more crucial than computation during testing. Could this be a potential shift in AI development towards smarter training over raw processing power?
That's a thought-provoking question. It could democratize AI development, making it accessible to smaller teams without supercomputers.
Exactly. It levels the playing field and fosters more innovation.
Speaking of real-world uses, Microsoft Dragon Copilot is being praised for streamlining administrative tasks in healthcare. Your thoughts on this?
It's encouraging, showcasing AI's potential to improve lives. Dragon Copilot could free up doctors' time, reducing administrative burdens, ultimately leading to better care.
Absolutely. Another example of AI moving beyond theory into tangible, impactful areas, like healthcare. Now, AI development tools. Cursor IDE is facing criticism for instability and bugs, while Windsurf is riding a wave of popularity, especially after an update for Windows ARM64.
The world of AI tools is so dynamic, with evolution and hiccups along the way. While Cursor's instability is a concern, it's important to remember these tools are still new, under constant development.
It's like the Wild West out there. Pioneering developers pushing boundaries. Sometimes things break. It's all part of the process.
Precisely. Even Windsurf, despite its recent success, has had its share of challenges. An update for Ubuntu 24.04 caused crashes, but they were addressed with a patch.
It shows that even with cutting-edge technology, challenges are inevitable. What makes this field exciting? The constant iteration, the drive for improvement.
Now, let's delve into a fascinating development. The Atom of Thoughts, or AOT algorithm.
I've heard this is a potential game changer.
It certainly does. AOT focuses on enhancing the reasoning abilities of smaller language models without needing massive computational power. One model using AOT achieved a remarkable 80.6% F1 score on the challenging Hotpot QA benchmark, a testament to its potential.
That's so impressive. What does this mean for the average person who might not be a computer scientist?
It means we could see more efficient AI applications on everyday devices, even without the internet. Imagine AI assistants on your phone working seamlessly offline, or personalized educational tools, adapting to learning styles without supercomputers.
It opens a world of possibilities. Now let's discuss Klee, the open-sourced desktop app making waves in the privacy sphere.
Klee lets users run large language models locally, without sending any data to the cloud, addressing concerns about data privacy. It even includes a built-in knowledge base and note-taking features, all designed to keep data secure and under your control.
In an era where data is king, Klee offers an alternative to cloud-based AI. especially for those who prioritize privacy.
Absolutely. It shows developers are aware of user concerns about data security and are creating solutions that put privacy first.
Before we move on, one more development. The Split Brain project. It's pushing boundaries of AI architecture, exploring a novel approach to collaborative reasoning.
The Split Brain project merges two different language models, DeepSeek and Llama, each running on a separate GPU, communicating through an enhanced fusion layer. This controls information flow, allowing the models to collaborate, leverage each other's strength.
Like a team of specialized AI experts, each contributing their unique skills to solve a problem.
Precisely. It shows a move towards more robust and specialized AI systems, capable of tackling complex tasks by harnessing the power of collaboration.
Now some hardware highlights. Starting with a new T-Lang kernel, turning heads with its performance.
This new kernel is achieving speeds close to DeepSeek's Flash MLA, and it's significantly outperforming Triton. T-Lang, a language for developing high-performance GPU kernels, is showing great promise for accelerating AI development.
For those of us who aren't hardware experts, what does this mean in simple terms?
Essentially, it means T-Lang could be a game changer for developers working on intensive AI tasks, leading to faster development and more efficient models.
So like giving AI developers a supercharged engine for their projects.
That's a great way to put it. While we're on hardware, there have been interesting developments with SRAM, the memory used in GPUs. Researchers have uncovered a hidden connection between registers, shared memory, and cache, all SRAM constructs.
Okay. I'm trying to understand, are you saying these types of memory aren't as separate as we thought?
Exactly. Unallocated shared memory can actually become L1 cache, revealing an interplay between these components. This understanding has implications for GPU programming.
It's mind-boggling to think about those connections and how they impact the performance of AI systems.
Absolutely. It highlights the complexity and the interconnectedness of AI hardware, seemingly disparate elements shaping performance.
This deep dive is already filled with so many insights. I can't wait to explore more.
Let's continue in our next segment. We'll delve deeper into the nuances of SRAM and discuss the world of MCP multi-agent architectures. Welcome back to our exploration of AI. Let's look deeper into those SRAM details. What's fascinating is how the interplay between SRAM types influences GPU programming.
My brain is still trying to grasp shared memory transforming into L1 cache. I'm ready for more.
Consider the cache modifier in Triton's TL.load function. It lets developers specify their preference for L1 or L2 cache hits while loading data.
So developers can choose which cache level they want. That sounds pretty simple.
Not quite that direct. Think of it as a suggestion to the system. The AI makes the final call, based on a complex interplay of factors.
So it's developer intentions versus the AI's optimization strategies.
Exactly. And this leads us to CUDA.
Ah, CUDA. It's almost synonymous with AI. Are there any challengers on the horizon?
While CUDA is strong, AMD and Intel are making strides in GPU computing. There's debate about whether they could rival NVIDIA.
More competition would be fantastic. It could lead to innovation and make these tools more accessible.
Absolutely. Some speculate that if AMD keeps gaining ground, they might increase investment in GPU computing, further intensifying competition.
That would be interesting to see. Speaking of alternatives, Intel Arc A770 GPUs are now confirmed to be compatible with TinyGrad, a deep learning library known for efficiency and portability.
That's another exciting development for those who want to run models on different hardware without being tied to one ecosystem.
Okay, let's go back to those AI communities you mentioned. Curious about what's happening with Perplexity AI, Noose Research, and LM Studio.
Perplexity AI users have reported quirks with the rewrite functionality. It seems to default to a specific model, PSX Pro, even when choosing other options.
So the AI sticks to a default writing style, despite user preferences. Even advanced systems can have hiccups.
Indeed. Over at Noose Research, there's discussion about human data in AI development.
That's interesting. What are they saying?
There's a consensus that while synthetic data is improving, human-generated data is still crucial for building impactful AI products.
So even in the age of AI, we humans are still important.
Absolutely. Our experiences, creativity, and understanding are irreplaceable, especially for training AI systems to deal with the real world.
That's reassuring. It's about augmenting our abilities, not replacing us. Now, what about LM Studio?
They've hit a snag. Discussions highlight limitations with llama.cpp, a library for running large language models locally. Specifically, it lacks support for diffusion models.
Diffusion models. Remind me what those are.
They generate images, videos, and audio. So for AI-generated art or music, Llama.cpp isn't ideal.
I see. It shows that different AI tools have their strengths.
Exactly. And speaking of the right tool, let's go back to GPUs. We talked about competition between NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel. But there's another development, the rise of the T-Lang kernel.
Okay, I'm ready for more on high-performance computing.
T-Lang streamlines the development of GPU kernels, those tiny programs that power GPU processing.
So a more elegant and efficient way to use GPUs.
Exactly, and it's making an impact. A new T-Lang kernel is achieving speeds near DeepSeek's Flash MLA, even outperforming Triton.
Wow, that's impressive. How will this affect AI development?
T-Lang could be a game changer for tasks that need high performance, like image recognition and natural language processing. It could speed up development and allow for more complex models.
Like a powerful tool to shape the future of AI.
A great analogy. And while on the topic of AI development, let's go back to the role of human data.
I'm all ears. What's new on that?
An interesting perspective from the Interconnects Discord. They argue that relying only on synthetic data might not lead to the most impactful AI products.
Like the difference between reading about a culture and experiencing it. You can learn from books, but real-world immersion is key.
Precisely. Human-generated data has nuances and complexities that are hard to replicate in synthetic data sets.
So we need to balance the efficiency of synthetic data with the richness of human experience.
Exactly. We need a thoughtful approach to data selection. Human input is essential for AI that understands and serves our needs.
Now, let's explore LLM agents. Anything interesting there?
There's been discussion about AI agents revolutionizing education. Imagine personalized learning tailored to each student.
A personal tutor available all the time. It could change education, giving everyone access to custom learning.
That's the idea. These AI agents could go beyond tutoring too, helping with study habits, career paths, even personal development. There's a project, Smol Agents, focused on developing open-source AI agents for education.
Small agents. It sounds approachable and fun. That's great for making AI and education more accessible.
It is. AI isn't just about complex algorithms and jargon. It's about building tools that empower learners of all ages.
Now, back to the hardware side. I hear there's debate in the TinyGrad Discord.
The formalist project discussion. There are different opinions on the direction of TinyGrad. A deep learning library known for its efficiency and minimal design.
Okay, tell me more. What's the disagreement about?
George Hotz, TinyGrad's creator, calls it a formalist project, aiming to capture the essence of Software 2.0 in a concise way.
Software 2.0, what's that?
It's the evolution of software development, where algorithms and data are central, driving how software is created and works.
So Hortz sees TinyGrad as a tool for this new era of AI-driven software.
Exactly. He sees TinyGrad as a foundation for a marketplace for computation, like how Linux and LLVM democratized operating systems and compilers.
It's a bold vision.
But are there concerns within the community?
Some members worry this abstract approach might not be practical for developers. It's the tension between theory and real-world use.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, before we move on, those MCP multi-agent architectures you mentioned.
So MCP multi-agent architectures, they're all about collaboration, enabling AI agents to work together across various devices.
Like something out of sci-fi. Imagine my AI assistant on my phone coordinating with my AI on my computer to handle those complex tasks.
Exactly, like planning a trip. Your phone agent gathers flight and hotel info, while your computer agent handles bookings, all behind the scenes, seamlessly.
Efficiency. No more juggling devices and apps. It goes beyond personal tasks too. Healthcare, manufacturing, even research. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Multi-agent systems could change those fields. Imagine AI agents collaborating, accelerating drug discovery, optimizing supply chains. The possibilities are huge.
And developers are embracing it. You mentioned the Fast Agent framework. Tell me about that.
It's an open source project, simplifying the development and testing of multi-agent systems. It provides a foundation for building these collaborative AI systems, making it more accessible to more developers.
That's great. It seems AI is becoming more and more about collaboration between humans and machines, and between AI agents themselves.
Precisely. It's a fascinating evolution, pushing the boundaries of what we can do with AI.
This deep dive has been incredible. We've covered a lot of ground, from funding rounds and algorithms to hardware and community collaboration.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights. The world of AI is full of innovation. It's evolving at an incredible pace.
It's not just the technology either. We've also talked about the ethical side, the role of human data, the impact of AI on our lives.
AI isn't just a tech advancement, it's changing society. It requires careful thought and responsible development.
Absolutely. Wrapping up this deep dive, I'm left with a sense of awe and excitement for what's next in AI.
I agree. It's a future full of possibilities, and it's up to all of us to shape it in a way that benefits humanity.
Very well said. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the world of AI. We'll be back soon to explore more of these fascinating developments in this ever-evolving field.